Your deepest creative power is locked in prison inside your own hips. Every brilliant idea you've ever had gets strangled before it can breathe, because ancient tension in your pelvis is choking your life force at the source. There's a forgotten movement that dissolves this energetic dam instantly. Masters called it the sacred key. Once you unlock this hidden gate, creativity flows like a river through your entire being. Are you ready to break free from this invisible cage? There is a kingdom inside your body you have forgotten how to rule. Listen. Your hips hold a secret, a vibrational key to healing that your conscious mind has been conditioned to reject. For years, you have been told this area is merely a collection of bone and muscle, but it is the seat of your power, the throne of your life force. Feel into the base of your spine, to the deep, silent tension coiled around your sacrum. This is not just stiffness. It is an energetic lock, the very root of why your breath feels shallow, your creativity capped, your energy stagnant. It is the silent governor on your potential. We are not here to stretch or exercise. This is the unveiling of an ancestral movement, a conscious ritual designed to dissolve the armor your nervous system built to survive. How much of your true self, your innate creative power, is frozen in this pelvic tension? Imagine the life force, the deep well of vitality that is rightfully yours, trapped behind this dam of unprocessed experience. This hidden practice is not understood by a culture that has exiled itself from the body's wisdom. It is a quiet rebellion, a return to an ancient technology of release. And it begins with the simple, sacred willingness to unlock the first gate. So let us open that gate. Bring your full, conscious attention into the bowl of your pelvis, not as an anatomist studying a map, but as a sovereign returning to a forgotten throne room. What do you truly feel there, right now? For many, there is a deep, familiar ache. For others, a strange numbness, a silent zone of disconnection that your mind has learned to ignore. This is the physical residue of your history. It is the weight of every time you had to be strong when you wanted to crumble, every unspoken word caught in your throat, every creative impulse that was stifled before it could become movement. This tension is the echo of your nervous system's fight to protect you, but its hidden cost is immense. It is a slow leak in your vitality, a constant, low-grade drain on your energy that leaves you feeling depleted without knowing why. Feel into the direct connection between this density in your hips and the invisible ceiling on your creativity, the subtle governor on your joy. This isn't just muscular tightness. It is the accumulated sediment of your life, hardening into a barrier that separates you from your own innate power. Your body, in its profound wisdom, has stored these unprocessed experiences within the sacrum and pelvis. But you were never meant to carry this ancestral and personal burden forever. The desperate ache you may now feel is not a symptom to be silenced. It is the sacred call of your own locked-away life force, pleading for its own release, for its reunion with you. So how do we begin this sacred excavation? The answer is not found in force, in deeper stretching, or in fighting against your body. The solution is an ancient healing ritual, a practice that has been quietly passed down in lineages that never forgot the body is a living archive. This is not exercise. It is a conscious movement designed to directly communicate with the deepest layers of your nervous system. A key crafted to fit the unique energetic lock at your sacrum. Imagine a movement so subtle, yet so profound, that it awakens dormant strength you never knew you possessed. This ritual pairs that specific, conscious motion with your breath, creating a resonant frequency that begins to dissolve the hardened sediment of your history. You are tapping into an ancestral technology, a wisdom that understood how to release the body's burdens without aggression. This is the art of deep listening, of speaking the forgotten language of your own biology. This practice has been almost entirely lost, overlooked by a modern world obsessed with the external. It is a quiet truth, a hidden pathway back to your own sovereign power. By learning this, you are being entrusted with a sacred key, one that can initiate a profound dialogue with your own life force. You are stepping onto a path of release that most will never discover, preparing to unlock the very gates that govern your vitality, creativity, and inner peace. This is your nervous system's renewal, and the ritual is about to begin. Your hips are not just bone and tissue. They are a living archive, a cellular library of your emotional and physical history. That deep tension stored within the bowl of your pelvis is the precise energetic signature of unprocessed anger you are told to swallow, of fear that was never permitted to tremble its way to freedom. This is the physical anchor of that feeling of being stuck, a dam of hardened tissue holding back the very river of your life force. This is not mysticism. It is the language of your own biology. Your vagus nerve, the great wandering communicator, is the bridge between your gut instinct and your conscious mind. When your pelvis is locked, it sends a constant, low-grade signal of threat through this channel, keeping your nervous system in a state of silent, training defense. Your body, a magnificent system of biotensegrity where every part affects the whole, feels this localized tension everywhere. A single point of rigidity in your sacrum distorts the entire energetic structure, diminishing the flow of power and creativity throughout your being. Can you feel the truth of it now, behind the ache? It is the immense weight of held-back tears, the echo of every roar of protest that became a silent knot of tension instead. This physical lock is a perfect mirror for your inner world, the tangible fortress built around your own suppressed power. The profound longing you now feel is not for a simple stretch, but for a sacred breakthrough, a deep, cellular sigh of release that promises to set your own forgotten kingdom free. This release is not a momentary feeling. It is a fundamental rewiring of your entire being. This ancestral ritual works because it speaks directly to your nervous system in its own language. Slow, conscious, deliberate movement. This is the very key to neuroplasticity. You are not forcing a change. You are inviting your own mind and body to dissolve the deep, protective patterns of tension they learned long ago for your survival. You are creating a new neural pathway, one of safety, openness, and release. Consider your body a living architecture, a perfect system of biotensegrity where the balance of one point affects the whole. When the foundational structure of your sacrum is locked in tension, that distortion ripples through every muscle and fiber, constricting your breath and capping your vitality. By consciously unlocking this central point, you initiate a cascade of realignment throughout your entire frame. The breath deepens not through effort, but as a natural consequence of this newfound space. Energy flows freely. This is the blend of ancient insight and modern understanding you can feel and trust. This is not blind faith. It is a deep knowing that rises as these tangible concepts light up your mind, giving you permission to believe in the transformation your body is crying out for. This hope is real because the mechanism is real. The power to release your body's hidden burdens has been yours all along. And so, we begin. Find a space where you can be undisturbed. The ritual requires your full sacred presence. You can stand with your feet planted firmly on the earth, or sit at the edge of a chair, ensuring your spine can be long and free. Close your eyes if that feels safe. Take a single deep breath, and with your exhale, let the noise of the outside world fall away. Bring your awareness home, into the center of your being, into the deep bowl of your pelvis. Do not judge what you find there. Simply feel. Acknowledge the stiffness in your hips, the subtle lock around your sacrum. This tension is not your enemy. It is the threshold you are about to cross, the very starting point of your journey back to yourself. This is an intimate excavation of your own sacred ground. Know that with every breath you take in this space, You are signaling to your nervous system that you are here, that you are listening. You are preparing to release the weight of a history that was never yours to carry alone. The power you have been seeking, the creativity that feels capped, the vitality that feels distant, it is all waiting for you on the other side of this release. Feel the profound anticipation rising within your own body. It knows the homecoming is near. It is ready. Now, with your awareness anchored in the deep bowl of your pelvis, begin the conscious ritual of your breath. Inhale not into your chest, but down into your belly, allowing it to swell and expand with life. Feel this wave of breath reach all the way down to your pelvic floor. This is the first signal of safety to your nervous system, a clear message that you are here, present and ready. Then, a long, slow, deliberate exhale. As you release the air, bring your full attention to the web of tension that grips your sacrum and the deep sockets of your hips. Do not try to force it to relax. Simply notice. Notice the subtle resistance, the ancient holding pattern. This conscious breath is the first turn of the key in the lock. With each cycle, you are going deeper, anchoring yourself more fully in this sacred ground. Inhale, drawing vital energy into your very core. Exhale, allowing your awareness to perceive the density stored there without judgment. Stay with this simple, profound rhythm. Your mind will try to pull you away, but your only task now is to witness the conversation between your breath and your body. You are connecting directly with the frozen energy, the power held captive in the tissues. This is not passive breathing. It is a sacred dialogue. And there, did you feel it? A subtle shift. Not a great flood, but the faintest flicker, a tiny tremor in the hardened tension. It is the first cellular whisper, the first sign your body is responding, stirring a quiet, thrilling excitement. This is real. A profound release is not just possible. It is already beginning. This is the heart of the ritual. With your feet planted firmly, hip width apart, rest your hands gently on your hips. They are not there to guide, but to witness. Now, begin the movement. Initiate a slow, conscious, deliberate circle with your pelvis. This is not a hurried gyration. It is a sacred exploration of your own inner territory. Imagine you are tracing the very edge of that hardened tension. This is the ancestral movement designed to gently persuade the lock to open. Feel into every millimeter of the circle. Notice where the movement is fluid and where it catches, where it feels numb and where it aches. Breathe into those places of resistance. This is a conversation, not a conquest. With each slow rotation, you are stirring the dormant energy at your core. And then it comes. A subtle wave of warmth spreading from your sacrum, or a surprising lightness blooming in the center of your being. This is not just a muscular sensation. It is the palpable feeling of a long-held barrier beginning to dissolve. The first current of your own life force being liberated from its frozen banks. Stay with it. Feel the quiet awe that rises within you. This profound capacity for release, this deep, intrinsic power has been inside you all along, waiting for this moment of return. Now we deepen the ritual, adding the transformative power of sound. As you continue your slow, conscious circles, you will invite in a new layer of release. With your next long exhale, allow a soft, low hum to emerge from deep within your belly. Let it be effortless, the sound of your own body's intrinsic resonance. This is not a song for anyone's ears, but your own cells. Feel this vibration, not just in your throat, but as a distinct current traveling down through your core, directly into the hardened tension in the bowl of your pelvis. Imagine this gentle frequency permeating the dense tissues around your sacrum, a resonant wave that gently persuades the ancestral lock to soften its grip. This is a forgotten language, the understanding that vibration can unlock what brute force never could. This sound harmonizes your entire nervous system, sending a profound signal of safety that quiets the vigilant mind and permits a deeper letting go. Stay with this potent trinity of movement, breath, and sound. The circular motion stirs the dormant energy. The hum amplifies its release. Notice every subtle shift. A new warmth blooming deep within your hips. A surprising tingling sensation that cascades down your legs. This is the tangible evidence of change, the physical proof of your own healing power. This is the great river of your creativity beginning to thaw, its frozen banks finally dissolving with each resonant exhale. The palpable energy you now feel moving is not an external force. It is you. It is the profound, undeniable current of your own life force, finally liberated and rising to meet you in a moment of sacred reunion. Now, allow that sacred circle to gradually become smaller, spiraling inward until your movement comes to a gentle, deliberate stop at your center. Bring your hands to rest one over the other on your lower belly, just below your navel. This is not a casual gesture. It is the sealing of the ritual, an act of conscious integration. Feel the warmth of your own palms grounding you, acknowledging the profound shift that has just occurred. Take 3 final anchoring breaths here. With the first deep inhale, visualize that liberated energy you have just stirred a warm, golden current cascading down from your sacrum and through the entire bowl of your pelvis. On the exhale, feel it dissolving the last crystalline remnants of old tension. With your second breath, invite this renewed vitality to permeate every cell, restoring a deep sense of balance and wholeness to your entire body. With your final, conscious breath, simply receive. Let go of all effort and feel the deep, resonant calm that settles in its place. This is not emptiness. It is a profound presence. It is the sovereign stillness that comes when your own life force is no longer at war with itself. You have not just stretched a muscle. You have re-established communication with your own power, awakening an ancient and unshakable knowing. This quiet strength, this grounded vitality, is your birthright, reclaimed. This is your kingdom, and you have returned to the throne. This profound shift you now feel is not an isolated miracle. It is a universal human potential, an ancestral birthright being reclaimed. Consider the story of Elena. For 8 years, she was a celebrated body therapist, her hands expertly unlocking the rigid patterns in others. Yet within her own body, she was a prisoner of the very tension she treated. Her hips were intractable, a fortress of dense, unyielding tissue that her vast professional knowledge could not breach. She described a feeling of being fundamentally locked, her own life force and creative spark trapped behind a dam of stiffness deep in her sacrum. It was this same conscious ritual that became her key. Skeptical, but desperate, she began the slow, deliberate circles. She breathed down into the core of her own resistance. And then something gave way. It was not a dramatic crack, but a slow, profound melting. A wave of deep, penetrating warmth spread from the base of her spine, dissolving the crystallized tension that had defined her existence for years. Tears of release streamed down her face as a forgotten current of energy surged through her body, reawakening a feeling of presence and creativity she thought was lost forever. Her story is not meant to be a distant tale of healing. It is a mirror. The same power that unlocked her body's deepest fortress is the very energy now awakening within you, a testament to the profound transformation your own nervous system is ready to embrace. And yet, a part of your mind may question. It is natural. Can a movement so simple truly address a lifetime of accumulated tension? Can a gentle circle of the hips truly unlock a power so profound? These doubts are the echoes of a world that has taught you to distrust your body's innate wisdom. But this is not mere physical motion. It is a conscious ritual that speaks directly to your nervous system. The difference is intention. This slow, deliberate movement is a direct signal of safety to your vagus nerve. a calming message that quiets the ancient threat response, holding your pelvis in a state of high alert. With every conscious breath and rotation, you are actively creating new neural pathways. This is neuroplasticity in action. You are not fighting the tension. You are teaching your body a new language of release it may have long forgotten. The skepticism you feel is the mind trying to protect you with old logic. But the warmth now blooming in your sacrum, the new current of energy moving through you, that is the undeniable truth of your own biology responding to this ancestral key. Allow that tangible feeling to be your guide. Let it be the anchor that allows you to trust this process, to remain open to the profound healing your body has already begun. The proof is not in a concept, but in the palpable sense of release you now feel. As this new sense of grounded vitality settles within you, do not be surprised if an echo of the old pattern arises. A subtle clenching deep in the hips, a fleeting thought of doubt, a wave of familiar discomfort. This is not a failure of the ritual. It is a sign of its power. Your nervous system, so long accustomed to its protective armor, is testing this new state of release. It is the fortress guard, checking the gate one last time. Meet this resistance not with frustration, but with the deep, steady rhythm of your conscious breath. This is the most crucial part of the integration. Stay present. Allow the gentle memory of the movement to resonate in your pelvis. This is where your true power is forged. This barrier is the final threshold before your creative energy can flow uninhibited. To breathe into this discomfort, to hold your center as the old tension tries to reclaim its ground, is an act of profound courage. It is a conscious declaration that you are choosing a new way of being. Feel that fierce, quiet determination rising within you. This is the feeling of your own will aligning with your body's deepest wisdom. You are consciously choosing to release the burdens of the past, to reclaim the vibrant energy that is your birthright. Stay with it. This brave persistence is dissolving the very last anchor of what has held you back. This liberated state is not a destination to be visited, but a living current you must consciously inhabit. The true power of this ancestral healing ritual unfolds not in one great catharsis, but as you weave its wisdom into the very fabric of your daily life. You do not need an altar or an hour. When the world presses in and you feel that old familiar tension begin to grip your nervous system, that is your signal. Pause. Stand for just a moment, plant your feet, and breathe down into your pelvis. Initiate 3 slow, deliberate circles. Feel the immediate softening around your sacrum, the quiet command for release that ripples through your entire being. Before you begin a creative task, before you step into a difficult conversation, perform this same sacred movement. It is the key turning in the lock of your potential, opening the gates to your own inner wellspring and allowing your power to flow without resistance. This is not repetition. It is a constant, conscious dialogue with your body. With every small ritual, you are reinforcing the new neural pathways of safety and release, deepening the trust between your conscious mind and your body's profound intelligence. The most profound realization dawns. The tool for your own liberation is no longer a distant secret. It is this movement, this breath, always in your possession. A fierce, unwavering commitment rises from your core. A vow to yourself to sustain this connection, to honor this newly reclaimed vitality, and to never again forget the simple, powerful path back to your own throne. This liberated energy is not confined to your hips. Its effects ripple outward, re-scripting the very way you inhabit your life. The release initiated at your sacrum is the stone dropped into the still pool of your being, its resonance now touching every shore of your existence. Notice your breath. Without conscious effort, it draws deeper into your belly, your diaphragm descending into a space it had forgotten. The rigid dam of tension has been breached, allowing the river of your own life, forced to nourish the once parched landscape of your body. This is the tangible evidence of a harmonized nervous system. From this grounded center, your creativity is no longer a distant concept you chase, but an intrinsic current that flows through you. The impulse to build, to write, to speak your truth meets no inner friction, rising from a wellspring of renewed vitality. Your relationships transform. Operating from a core of safety instead of a silent state of defense, your very presence becomes a sanctuary. You listen with more depth because you are not braced for impact. You speak with more clarity because your words arise from an authentic, integrated power. This ancestral healing becomes the gateway, unlocking not just your pelvis, but your potential. A profound and exhilarating purpose dawns. This journey inward is the foundation for a richer engagement with your entire world. You are not just healing a body, you are reclaiming a life. You see it with a clarity that resonates through your entire being. For so long, you were in exile from the very kingdom you were born to rule, separated from the deep wisdom of your body by the accumulated wounds and silent defenses of your life. This was never a failure. It was a profound forgetting. This entire journey, this ancestral ritual, was not a workout for your muscles, but a sacred pilgrimage for your soul. It was a conscious, deliberate walk back to the very center of your power, the throne room of deep knowing housed within your hips. You have discovered the magic key. It was never a complex secret guarded by others, but a simple, conscious movement your own body remembered. With it, you have turned the lock on the frozen archives of your past, allowing what was held in silent, crystalline tension to finally melt and flow. You have overthrown the quiet tyranny of chronic tightness, the invisible government that kept your potential captive and your energy rationed. Feel the profound escalation of that release, a deep cellular sigh that echoes through your entire being. This is the feeling of true liberation. Your own innate life force, so long suppressed, is finally rising to its rightful throne. From this center, vitality and inner peace are not gifts to be granted, but the natural atmosphere of your reclaimed kingdom. A deep, unshakable knowing settles into your bones. You hold the power. You always have. This is the sacred truth of your own anatomy, the birthright you were born with, finally remembered and fully inhabited. This liberated state is not a destination to be visited, but a living current you must consciously inhabit. The true power of this ancestral healing ritual unfolds not in one great catharsis, but as you weave its wisdom into the very fabric of your daily life. You do not need an altar or an hour. When the world presses in and you feel that old familiar tension begin to grip your nervous system, that is your signal. Pause. Stand for just a moment, plant your feet, and breathe down into your pelvis. Initiate 3 slow, deliberate circles. Feel the immediate softening around your sacrum, the quiet command for release that ripples through your entire being. Before you begin a creative task, before you step into a difficult conversation, perform this same sacred movement. It is the key turning in the lock of your potential, opening the gates to your own inner wellspring, and allowing your power to flow without resistance. This is not repetition. It is a constant, conscious dialogue with your body. With every small ritual, you are reinforcing the new neural pathways of safety and release, deepening the trust between your conscious mind and your body's profound intelligence. The most profound realization dawns. The tool for your own liberation is no longer a distant secret. It is this movement, this breath, always in your possession. A fierce, unwavering commitment rises from your core, a vow to yourself to sustain this connection, to honor this newly reclaimed vitality, and to never again forget the simple, powerful path back to your own throne. You have journeyed inward and arrived at the throne of your own being. This ancestral ritual has not just released a lifetime of tension from your hips. It has unlocked the vast, hidden potential that was always yours, restoring the powerful current of your own life force. This is your birthright, finally and fully reclaimed. Carry this profound healing forward with an unshakable, quiet resolve. To honor this sacred transformation, take a conscious moment to acknowledge it. Like this content not as a simple click, but as an energetic affirmation of your commitment to yourself. To continue this vital journey and receive more of this ancestral wisdom, subscribe to this channel and turn on your notifications. Let it be a signal to your nervous system that you will not forget this path home. Now, to truly seal this powerful intention, join the chorus of others who are also on this path of reclamation. Go to the comments below and declare, "I release and reclaim my inner kingdom." Feel the resonant power in that statement as you type it, knowing you are part of a growing community. Then, share this practice with others you know who need this healing. Become a beacon of possibility, a living testament for those who are still searching for the key to their own locked power. Your journey of release does not end here. It is a new and magnificent beginning. Continue to deepen this profound work by clicking on the next video waiting for you. Step further into your own kingdom. This incredible surge of inspiration, this deep sense of community and belonging you now feel, is real. Nurture it, for you are the sovereign ruler of this renewed and vibrant life force.